United's next permanent manager faces a huge challenge after signing the likes of Rafael Varane, Jadon Sancho and Cristiano Ronaldo in the last transfer window. An assault on the Premier League title was expected but never materialised. They instead faced missing out on the top four and a place in the Champions League next season. Being unable to boast about Champions League football will be a huge blow for the club. Leeds fall in their attempts to bring in new signings who want to compete with the very best that Europe has to offer on Tuesday and Wednesday evenings. Nevertheless, they need a manager who will come in and get the club moving in the right direction once again, regardless of whether they are in Europe's Premier Club competition or not. As it stands, Ajax boss Erik ten Hag is currently the favourite, but still managers like Mauricio Pochettino still maybe could be in contention. But it doesn't matter who United manager is, they still have these four key issues to sort out. The first one, establishing a clear philosophy and system. At Ajax, ten Hag has been highly successful as a result of the strict unifying philosophy they have in place. Everyone knows their jobs and sings from the same hymn sheet. Over the last few years, they've made significant progress on and off the pitch, and as a result, the vision that they have been mapped out from the very top of the club has given ten Hag stability in what he's been tasked with doing, and it has enabled him to work to the very best of his abilities. At United, vision and clear philosophy has been lacking, meaning they must put them in place with ten Hag's help to ensure the Dutchman can replicate his success this time at Old Trafford. United needs to develop a recognisable brand of footballers that their supporters love and players understand. While it's difficult to those at the top of the club to map out clear vision for everyone to follow, such as Richard Arnold, etc., ten Hag, should he land the job, also has say on his matters. His reputation at Ajax simply ignored. And the second one is making Old Trafford a fortress. Liverpool, Manchester City, Atletico Madrid and Middlesbrough. The list of dismal, forgettable Old Trafford defeats that United have suffered this season has been growing throughout the season and could still do so by the end of the season. The days of Old Trafford being one of the most difficult grounds in the country to visit are over. Instead, it became a place where numerous clubs have sensed blood upon their arrival and given their supporters a day to remember. A club as United size need to be making their own grand fortress and a place that opponents dread visiting. However he would do it, it would have to be a top priority for ten Hag. One of the defeats to rivals Liverpool and City were embarrassing, albeit in two very different manners. The failure to beat the likes of Villa, Everton and Wolves could be what ends up costing United this season. Therefore, it's clear that ten Hag, should he come in, needs to fix this problem. Moving on then to the next one, that's getting Marcus Rashford firing. If there's one person that needs freshness, that's certainly Marcus Rashford. The England international's career has been down to a halt in recent months, and he's in desperate need of being picked up off the floor and being installed with fresh motivation. As reported by many this month, Rashford is considering his future, but it would take a sidebar for United to let him go. Although he has experienced a difficult season, there is a talented player in there somewhere that cannot be denied. Although he is no longer a young kid looking to make the grade, he is only 24, meaning there is plenty of time for him to develop and live up to the hype that's greeted him since he burst onto the scene in 2018. Ten Hag has shown his ability to improve players, particularly youngsters, via his methods, and there's no reason why his present can't rub off on Rashford. He has not lost his way this season like several members of the squad, but he remains a hugely talented individual and ten Hag could unlock him. And finally, United need to be difficult to beat. It sounds typical footballing cliche, but United's defensive troubles this season have been alarming. No club currently inside the top 8 in the Premier League have conceded more goals in the league than them. They have conceded 40 more times in the league this season, meaning they have only conceded 4 fewer than they did in the whole of last season. Their vulnerability at the back has been exposed time and time again, and they need to tighten things up. The signing of Raz last season in the summer was meant to improve their defensive outlook, but his troubles with injuries, compiled with injuries and poor forms for others, mean United have been unable to secure solidity at the back that they were hoping for. However, a new season next year could bring fresh optimism. Ajax have been excellent defensively this term, conceding just 13 goals, highlighting the levels of work that Ten Hag puts into defensive duties. Every club in the league is different, but his track record in that sense speaks for itself. Anyway guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe, any thoughts, comments down below. Follow on to the second description for daily football news and subscribe to our channel screen. That'd be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.